to talk about cosmetics, Cosmopolis, and the Common Core. I'd like you to imagine a beautiful bracelet. Okay? So close your eyes, or not, and imagine a beautiful bracelet. I'm going to give it one quality. It's infinite. So you now have an infinite bracelet in your head. It's beautiful. It's exactly the bracelet you want. And you're sharing it with your friends here. You're sharing it with your friends and family around the world. You're throwing it up lightly so it'll catch the edge of the moon. You're going to distant galaxies with your bracelet. You're thinking about nanotechnology with your bracelet. And this shining, beautiful object is connecting everything for you. Okay? That's the image that I'd like to stand behind thinking about cosmetics, Cosmopolis, and the Common Core. So you can keep that image alive in your mind as I go. That's much more important than anything I will say from now on. So you can forget everything I'm going to say from now on and just remember your bracelet. Okay? So, cosmetics. The word comes from cosmetike in ancient Greek. And it means cosmos is going to connect cosmetics and Cosmopolis. Cosmos means the world. And it means arrangement and order. Okay? Cosmetics is the connection with cosmos, the world. So think about mascara and lipstick and whatever else. I don't know. That's going to connect with techne, which is a word that simply means making. So when we think about cosmetics, we're thinking about arranging and making the beautiful. Okay? Strange, huh? So that's one side. Cosmetics as making the beautiful. Cosmopolis is the gathering of the cosmos and the world, which sounds really big and like far out there, but it's just us being here together tonight with food and drink and conversation and ideas. There's this German philosopher named Immanuel Kant, and as soon as I start saying that, you should shudder and begin to get very anxious, because if a professor starts talking about Kant, that could go on for like 3 hours, and then you'd have to do your laundry. So I'm going to say only one thing about Kant. Okay? He wrote a text, and the text is called An Idea for a Universal History from a Cosmopolitan Point of View. That's almost as long as Kant's description of her project. Okay? Cosmopolitan point of view. Think about your own lives. Where do you come from? Where do you want to go? You're all very much in motion, and that's fantastic. That's what learning is. It's in motion. So Kant wrote about how the heck do we as human beings, who tend not to get along very well with each other, form a common good. He said that is the #1 problem for human beings. How do we form a common good? A republic of citizens. And he has all sorts of things to say about that, which I won't go into, but I'm happy to talk about later. And then, here's another habit of professors. We read footnotes. As soon as you start reading footnotes and bibliographies, you'll know you're hooked. That's a great moment when you say, man, I love that footnote. You know? So here's a footnote from that text. Can you hear me in the back okay? Excellent. Okay. The role of human beings is very artificial. Cosmetics is the art of making the beautiful. And then Kant says in the 18th century, our role is artificial. So and what he means by that is that we're all makers. You are all making your lives right now. Okay? So we're all makers. It's not given to you, or we wouldn't have anything called education. You have to make it, and it's fantastically fun. It's difficult. You lose sleep. get to know people, you learn some more, you realize how little you learn, and on it goes. So Kant goes on in this footnote, how it may be with dwellers on other planets in their what? Other planets? This is the 18th century. What's it like for people on other planets? Not people, creatures. And their nature we do not know. If, however, we carry out well the mandate given us by nature, so nature, and if we had time we could talk about Confucianism and Taoism and how these natural philosophies run through different histories, we can perhaps flatter ourselves that we may lay claim among our neighbors in the cosmos. So there's our word cosmos that goes to cosmetics and the cosmopolis that we're talking about. No mean rank. Maybe we're okay with our neighbors in the cosmos because we can think, we can feel. Maybe among them each individual can perfectly attain his destiny in his own life. Do you think right now, in this fantastic moment of your life, that you will attain your destiny? I don't know, but you have an idea about that. So Kant says maybe on another planet creatures can do that. He doesn't know. Among us, it is different. Only the collective of the human species can hope to attain it. So here we are in a polis, as Professor Chan laid out a few years ago. It's just a gathering of friends. It's up to us together to achieve what we set out to do and what our goals are. None of us can do it on our own. Your destiny is absolutely tied up with people in that corner of the room, that corner of the room, at the high table, in the back, in the front. We're all intertwined. But I just want to say about the Common Core, as I've said in some orientations, it's all about inspired pragmatism. It's about you knowing how to do things in the world and make a difference in the world in an inspired and motivated way. I guarantee you're going to get a great education. But it's also a question that you'll face is why you're going to do what you're going to do. So the Common Core is a space in which we explore inspired pragmatism. What we need from you is your head, your hands, and your heart. We need all of your intellectual passion. We need all of your emotional intelligence and your sensitivity to nuance and cultural difference. And we need your hands to be able to make new social formations, new products, new projects, and that kind of thing. So just as your education in the college is whole person education, so too is the Common Core. I just want to wrap things up with this. That as you think about what it means to be in this room, it's a beautiful room, as you think about what it means to make the beautiful and how that fits in with fashion and robes and cosmetics and that kind of thing, as you think about the Cosmopolis, and it's a very big word, but it's useful because it connects things. As you think about that activity in your classes in the Common Core and in your disciplinary classes and as tutors and so forth, how can you think of cosmetics, Cosmopolis, and your education as linked together with that beautiful bracelet that you have in your mind? Okay, so that's what I want to leave us with, is that image of a gorgeous, sparkling, infinite bracelet that's binding you all together, but you have to get to know each other so that you know what that bracelet is like. It doesn't happen automatically. So next time you're doing your laundry at 2 a.m., be sure to wake up Professor Chan, see how she's doing, and also talk to your neighbors on the elevator, see how they're doing and what they're up to. So once again, I just want to thank you for the great honor of being here. In terms of the Common Core, come see me, email me, talk to me. We'll talk about a little thing called auto-balloting, and that should be fun. And just congratulations on your choice of Hong Kong U and on the college. It's a magnificent opportunity, and so keep that bracelet polished and sparkling. Thank you so much, and enjoy your wine.